Ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's do it. Ah.
And we are live with another episode of Wesam's World every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, live on Adobe Radio. Really excited for our guest today. He's an actor, a musical artist, a stand-up comedian, and he also hosts his own podcast.
Wow.
Big wow. Trent Mason, how are you doing, man?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I am good. I'm doing really good. Thank you so much.
I mean, I'm just like happy to be here.
Yeah.
This is a literal dream come true, and I'm not exaggerating. I have for a long time, ever since I've known you had a podcast, was like, I gotta be on the podcast at some point, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes, except ask, to be on the podcast. I was just like, I gotta make it, you know what I'm saying? And when I do make it, I'm gonna be on this podcast. So yeah, I didn't even have to make it, and I'm here. So this is fantastic.
First of all, thank you so much. I really feel the genuine joy and exuberance you have right now for being here, and the gratitude. I appreciate that. You keep touching everything, which
Yeah.
I don't mind, but that might have to come to a stop at some point for recording purposes.
Right.
Yeah. But I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You're not going to get this reference, but throughout the show, all I'm going to say is this: Black Isaiah.
I do get that reference.
I don't know him yet.
I'm saying throughout the show,
Okay.
it'll come to light more.
Okay.
Yeah. I know Isaiah. Isaiah is one of your really good friends.
That is correct. How do you know this?
You have told me this before. I think you just told me you remind me of one of my good friends.
Okay.
And then you said I was like, oh, okay. And then you're like, yeah, he's white or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Okay. Then for sure. Then I know I'm right. Great. Good. We're going to get into a lot of talks with you. One in particular, one of the main reasons I brought you on the show, one of the main reasons, is you probably have one of the most insane, crazy stories I've ever heard someone new coming to LA. You almost died and got robbed, and your car got stolen, and I don't want to give away the ending
Tip
too
of
much.
the iceberg, buddy.
Yeah.
There's more.
There's more?
There's more since then.
Oh my God. Okay. A little what's it called? A prelude to the story is whenever I heard about this, I was genuinely concerned because you were in my acting class as one of my students.
Yes.
And when I heard about this story, secondhand, mind you, through my brother who was on a commercial shoot for Apple with you.
Random. How did that happen?
I don't know. The universe, that's how. And he told me, and I was like, "Oh my God, this guy's gonna die in the next 6 months. He's gonna get killed for sure."
No.
Yes.
It wasn't that bad. He's like you're exaggerating a ton.
Trent, I am not exaggerating at all with this. Listen, No. I'm not exaggerating, Trent. You could have been murdered easily.
Right, but I wasn't going to be.
Oh, okay.
Let's hear your version of the story.
Okay.
Then I can correct all of the things that are wrong about it.
Okay. First of all, no. So this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're gonna have you tell it because the way you tell it, I want people just to know
I'll
what
tell the
happened.
real version, and you tell the fake version after.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Are we at the commercial break soon? We'll get into that here in a little bit.
Okay.
Real quick, if people want to listen to your podcast, what's it called? Where can they listen to it at?
You can listen to my podcast. It's called the Talkative Podcast, and it is on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of that junk.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's it about?
We just it's two guys. We just talk a lot. We used to be roommates.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And real quick, some house news for you guys. Got a message from Zeke, our previous intern. Don't know if you know about him or if you listen to the show.
I know Zeke.
Yeah.
He's the previous intern.
That's right. He lost his arm recently in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Little farming accident.
And that's not true. He's saying Tulsa, Oklahoma because that's where he's from. He thought it was a random place, but it's not random.
No,
Yeah.
he's from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then he had to go back, and he's been 4 months sober.
Oh, shout out to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, he's coming back to L.A. for his court date, and he thought about maybe coming back on the show.
Didn't know he had a court
Good
date.
for him.
Yeah, he has a court date in Los Angeles County with the
Is
Los
this
Angeles District
the
Judge.
assault again?
That is for the assault.
Okay,
Oh,
I thought that
okay.
was in
No,
Oklahoma.
sorry. The assault that he did in Oklahoma, that's separate from the assault that happened. This was
There's
like a
two assaults.
There's 2 assaults. It's an ongoing litigation.
Oh,
So
damn.
he will have his court date later on this year,
Wow.
and he'll be on the show again. So yeah.
Oh, good for him.
We love to host criminals.
Well, alleged.
Alleged.
Everything's alleged so far. So yeah. You okay?
I don't know maybe what's going on a little bit.
That's you've had to listen to the last 18 episodes to kind of understand what's going on with him.
Okay,
He's
cool.
gone through literally life like this.
Yeah.
So sobriety,
Roller
lost an
coaster.
arm. He's still performing music. His name is Zeke Duhan. You can check out his music as well.
Zeke Duhan. Shout out to Zeke Duhan. That's going to be Zekeduhan. Zeke Duhan.
Almost. That was good.
Yep.
Now, how are we on time? Because I don't want to get him to get too stopped in the story. 4 more minutes. You know what? We're gonna do the story after the commercial break, just so
Okay.
I don't want you to be interrupted.
Yeah.
Because this is an epic story and a warning to brand new people in Los Angeles. And I want to say this: you're not a bad person for this because of this. You're actually a good-hearted person, and that's the issue. You have too much goodness in your heart without enough armor. And that's where I was like, man, this guy is going to get taken advantage of. And I just remembered after the incident, I was testing you, and I went up to you before class started. And I don't want to give it away, but it was a great moment. I got so angry at you. Let's see. You were. Oh, by the way, shout out. You were in an episode of 911.
It's an episode of 911. It's coming out soon. The new season, season 8.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And you play. Is this a guest spot?
Yes. Guest spot. Little TOS. I don't know how much I can talk about it, really.
Okay. All
But-
right. That's fine. We don't want to get you, in trouble. So top of show guest spot. For
Yeah.
911 on Fox. Correct.
Yes, correct.
Awesome. So, if you're watching the new season, whenever that may be, check it out.
September, I think.
So you do know it's September.
September is like when the first episode of the new season starts airing. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. By the way, I know you don't play a lot of video games. We're gonna get into this epic story here in just a little bit. The commercial break is coming up soon. Been playing Black Myth Wukong a little bit more, and your boy beat a hard boss.
This is your new Japan.
What's,
Obsession.
I was really hoping we get into this without Black Myth Wukong being brought up. There were riots outside your apartment after last week's episode. You
Why-
know that?
Listen, I didn't do the impression, so I was fine.
That's not what they said.
Then they're wrong. They're lying.
Okay. I think they're outraged anyway.
So last week, a little incident happened.
What?
Or no incident happened.
What is this?
Okay, Black Myth Wukong.
Yes.
It's a new video game that came out. Very popular. It's about the Monkey King.
Okay.
You know this Monkey King?
No.
Okay, well,
No one has to say very popular to things that are very popular.
that's
People-
not true.
Well, if it's very popular, people would know what it is a little bit.
What?
Yeah, if it's very popular, no one's like Beyonce, very popular. And then you know what I'm saying? Like she's just popular, and one of my close friends.
You're so weird.
Go
You're
ahead,
so
go ahead.
Weird.
You were talking about
And,
a monkey boss game. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, I did the main voice for the video game.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, that is very cool.
Yeah. Thank you,
When was that?
dummy. So angry at you.
I really want to play this game now.
Okay, Black Myth Wukong. I voiced the main character.
Okay.
And they stopped me from ruining my career, basically. Yeah. You'd have to check out last week's episode. I'm not going to say it on this week's episode.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to make people go to the other episode to figure out what exactly happened.
Right.
Yeah, and they stopped me. Okay?
Yeah.
And I didn't mean any kind of bad from it, I really didn't. I love. Look at them. They're sweating on the other side. And we're gonna take a commercial break right now. And we'll be right back. All right, we're back.
All right.
So let's hear the story from the beginning. Trent Mason, go.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with the story I think you're talking about, because honestly, there's a few ones that you'd probably be angry about. But the one that you, I think, know is I was on a jog. I was taking a jog, and I got to the stoplight, and there was a car, a van thing, like just kind of stopped next to me at this stoplight, rolled down the window, and was like, "Hey, kid, you want some AirPods?" And the thing is, I actually did need some AirPods. Like, literally, mine had just broken, like, within the last couple of days. And I was also, so yeah, I was like, yeah. And he was like, "I'll give them to you for $80. And they were AirPods Pros, by the way, which are like $250 at least. So this is a phenomenal deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yes, please. And I was like, do you have like Cash App or something? Because I didn't have my wallet on me. I just brought my phone because I'm on a run. You want to run light, get faster times. Ironically, he was slowing down my time by having this interaction. I spoke to him. He was like, no, I don't have Cash App. I need like cash. I'm like, I don't have any cash on me. He's like, man, just get in. And obviously, I'm not going to. I said no. I'm not gonna get in your car, bro. I'm just like, nah, I don't need it. And I look around. There's people kind of like looking. I'm in the middle of the street. I kind of just walked up to this van. Guy rolled down. So yeah, he was like, yeah, man, just get in. I was like, nah, you don't have Cash App or nothing like Cash App. He's like, nah, I don't have Cash App. I just like got here from Dubai. I'm like, dang. But so I'm also
Sorry, pause. Yeah. Did he say I got here from Dubai, or did you say I got here from Dubai?
He just got here from Dubai. I did not just get here from Dubai.
Sorry, I just wanted to clarify that for the
Yeah.
listeners.
Okay. I'm from Maryland. So I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Start walking away. He's like, man, they're $80. And also, I was like kind of in character for this. I was about to go to IDEA. I was doing a class, and I was kind of in character for. We're just practicing getting to know these characters. So I was taking the run in character. And this character is like he gets deals, you know. He makes good. He gets good deals. He's a bargainer, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, wow, this is kind of like perfect. What would he do? So the light turns green. The cars are about to skirt off. They can't stay there, you know, forever. So I'm thinking, what would he do? The light's green. I gotta make a decision. I'm in it. Character would get in the car. I look in the back seat. There's no one in the back seat. There's no one like waiting with a bag that they're about to put over my head the second I sit down. The windows are down because I'm talking to this guy at the window. So worst case scenario, hands out the window. I can wave to people. Hey, get me. You know what I'm saying?
Get me,
or I can jump out the window or something. The window's down.
Get me.
Help.
Right. Oh man, I love this.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna get in the car, and then I get in the car, and we start driving, and yeah, so fully in the car, the window's still down, you know, so I'm safe. Cause what's he gonna do? The window's down.
Are you asking me what's he gonna do? Because I can give you a lot of things he could have done.
So we're just talking. We're talking. He was like, yeah, we can go to the ATM right down the street. He's pointing, and now I'm in the car. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, where's the ATM? He's like, oh, it's right over there. And the direction he's pointing at, I know there's no ATM because I live here. So I'm like, there's no ATM over there, but there is one right over here, like by my house. And then I was like, okay. He was like, we can go there. And he was like, yeah, man. So the reason I giving these AirPods to you for $80 is because I need the money. I'm trying to go to my family for Thanksgiving, and they live in what's the casino town place?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. They live in Las Vegas. And he was like, I need I need some money to get to my family for Thanksgiving. And I understand that, being far from home, wanting to see your family for Thanksgiving. I didn't, really get to see a lot of my family for Thanksgiving. So I'm like, I understand this. He's like, so yeah, you know what? Honestly, $80 is not going to be enough. And I'm like, he's like, so if you have anything else, like that would be great. I'm just like, okay. I'm thinking I do have like $100 bill in my room that I could give him. So I could go, the ATM's right across the street from my house. I go up, we get there, he's like, yo, you gotta give me this money. I'm out the car. I'm about to be out the car. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you my grandmother's chain. And then he takes his chain off from around his neck, and then he like puts it in his hand, and then he gives it to me. And he's like, this is my grandmother's chain. So when you go, I want you to come back. So I want you to take this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trusting you. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that because I'm trying to help this guy. And I also want these AirPods. $80. Even if I give him $100, I'm still winning, right?
Right.
Yes. That was a little sarcastic. And so he's like, yeah, man, this is not even my car, man. It's just a rental car. And he like reaches over and like, opens a glove box. And he's like, yeah, man, this is just like, he shows me like the papers. It's just like a rental car, man. I was like, okay. And then that's kind of the moment a little bit where I was like, oh, there could have been like anything in there,
Oh.
There could have been something dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I go up. I get some money, and then I come back down. He's like, "Yo, man, could you just go to the ATM? I also got my wallet as well. So could you go to the ATM and give me another 100?" I also do not have money like that, but he's asking for it and he needs it. And also you got to think, what would you want someone to do if you were in the same situation? If I wanted money and I asked for it, I would want it. You know what I'm saying? So I go in the gas station. I go to the ATM.
I'm sorry. I have to take just a.
Please.
I forgot about these details in the story, so it feels like I'm listening to this for the first time. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I go into the gas station with the ATM, mm-hmm. and I take out another $100. So now I have it's $200 total. Again, still a bargain, right? Because these AirPods are $250 at least, and these are the new ones that had just come out at the time, AirPods Pros 2, whatever. So yeah. He also, before I got in the car, he showed me the box and stuff. So I saw the pods. Anyways, I get the $200. We like make a smooth exchange of the money, and he hands me the AirPods. He hands me, I have the chain still, and then he hands me also, he's like, I'm gonna give you my grandfather's ring. It's like a gold ring. It's a gold ring. Yeah, it's a gold ring. I was thinking like, you'll see this ring in a music video of mine that'll be coming out soon.
Okay.
Anyways, it's a gold ring. He hands me the grandfather's ring and the necklace. He's like, this necklace is worth at least $2,000. It's like solid gold. I'm like, okay, great. That's cool. So now I think I'm definitely winning. Even if these like, I'm definitely winning, right?
No,
because I have two. I have
the
chains, and even if the chains are like fake or whatever, I have the AirPods.
Sorry, are you asking me right now or asking me as
I'm
if
asking
you're-
you right now.
Oh, like me or like me as in I'm with you. I'm another Trent with you in the story.
No, you're you.
Oh no, you're not winning. But go ahead.
I think I'm winning.
All right.
Doing great deeds, and because I'm a good guy.
You are.
And I'm doing great deeds. So this is a good exchange. I got the AirPods, chain, and ring. I go upstairs, and I open the box. The AirPods were not real. They were fake AirPods.
Oh, what a surprise!
I'm thinking, I'm not completely thinking the same thing. I'm also thinking like, okay, all right, that makes sense a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I see what was going on a little bit. But it was like, even if they're fake, doesn't matter. I got these beautiful, beautiful chains. Got these sick chains. This is not one of them, by the way. This is my own. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of sad that the AirPods were fake because I did need new AirPods. That was a real thing. But I was like, I got these chains. I'm going to go pawn these, and then I can get some AirPods because two bands for some chains. And I don't even know how much the ring was. He didn't even mention that. So I go to the pawn shop, and as I'm walking in, the guy there is just like laughing at me, like shaking his head. And I'm like, so I'm here to like pawn these. He was like, no. And then I was like, what? He was like, I'm just here to give these chains. He was like, those aren't real. Like just like, I was walking up. He didn't even look at them close. I was like, can you look at them with like a tester or something? He was like, that is costume jewelry, is what he said. And I didn't think they didn't look like costume jewelry because I was like, it says 18K on it, and he was like, real chain. They don't say that. And I could swear they do. I could swear they do.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't even look at it. He was like, no, this is costume jewelry. He was like, I have some more costume jewelry right here. I was like, you wouldn't even, how much would you sell this like for? He was like, I'm not taking it.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have fake AirPods and fake chains. And that's when I kind of figured out I lost a little bit.
Yeah. So I've got a question in this.
Yeah.
How at one point, again, you're a good person because you believe this person, and you did the golden rule: do unto others as you would have done unto you.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. That I'm not blaming you for. I dig that. That's great. But wasn't there any point whenever you already are buying these AirPods from this gentleman, didn't you feel like a red flag whenever he was like, I'm going to give you my grandmother's jewelry as well because you're a good guy? Did you feel like...
Why would that be a red flag? I think that's like, oh, this guy trusts me.
that he was just going to give it to you?
Yeah, like I'm just giving him this extra money. Yeah, I thought it was like, wow, you're a good guy and I appreciate you giving me this money. You know, I can't, yeah, so like here's this chain, which, you know, you can do something with later. You can get the money back. He was also telling me that when I got his like contact information, where I gave him my contact information, and he was like, when I get back to like my family in Dubai, like, well, so his family is, now I'm thinking about it, he said his family was in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But he did mention he has family in Dubai. I mean, you can have a lot of family. I have family in multiple places as well.
Do you feel like the way he was giving you too much information? Do you think that was like a red flag for a stranger to give to another stranger?
Yeah.
With the basic foundation of their interaction being, hey, I have iPods Pro. You want to buy them for $80?
AirPods, yeah.
Yeah, AirPods. Excuse me. Like, don't you think that's like a, like, I'm trying to think in my mind, like immediately for me, you know, I go, who is this weirdo? Like, why are you selling these at a loss?
Because he needs money quick he needs gas money.
Yeah. So the issue here is you're too trusting. You're just you believed him right off the bat.
Yeah, I didn't think he had a reason to lie, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, if I thought like, okay, this guy has a reason to be lying,
Yeah.
then, I'd be like, okay, but I didn't know what reason.
Right. Have you ever seen those scam like calls centers or anything like that, like videos on YouTube or anything like that? Are you familiar with those?
Yes.
Beforehand or after?
After this?
Yeah.
I've known about them.
You've known about them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because people do this just to literally steal money from people.
But why? Well, I mean, and also why though? I mean, I was thinking, okay, even if the chain is fake or whatever, the AirPods
Right.
are good to go because he had a good enough reason to be giving them to.
He's not. I don't. Sorry, 1 second. I'm talking English, right? Just to make sure we're all like I'm being
I
clear.
think my biggest dilemma with the story is if he gave you these chains that are worth like $2,000, he claims they are, isn't that his gas money right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, a few people have mentioned to me that after the.
He could have pawned the AirPods. He could have pawned the ring. He could have pawned the necklace.
I think he was very busy or something.
Nah. No.
Like, I think he had to.
You know what's faster than going to the pawn shop? Wrangling some guy off the street, driving him to multiple ATMs, waiting outside his house,
He did wait a little.
and then making the transaction. I think you had good intentions,
Yeah.
though. I really do.
But I will say you are right about one thing. Real jewelry does have a mark of how much it is.
Oh,
But
it
they can-
does?
But they can fake that. So,
Okay.
yeah.
It's all good. Still a good person. Just a good learning experience for sure, right?
Yeah, I definitely learned. I probably wouldn't do that again. Unless
Probably. Go ahead. So dude.
unless of course I'm playing that same character that I was playing for class.
In class or on set, not in real life, right?
What's really the difference?
Oh my god. Okay. So, what's the number one thing you learned from this experience? Because I think that's important. Whenever something like this happens to us, whenever we've been duped, whenever we've been taken advantage
Right, we
of,
have to know.
the silver lining is the wisdom we gain from these experiences.
Yes.
So, what's that little bit of wisdom that you took from it?
Don't talk to people on who are yelling out of cars or something, or just on the street, like, hey, what you doing, or like, you want to buy this? Keep walking. And I've actually, since this incident, have done that, and I've been proud of it. Like, I've noticed, like,
Nice.
I was walking and like someone pulled over, hey man, you got some cigarettes, or you buy whatever. I don't stop walking. Even maybe I might respond. I'll be like, no thanks, or sometimes I don't respond, but you don't stop walking. I definitely stopped. Like, I was on a full sprint and I stopped when the guy pulled the van. So next time I would just continue the sprint. Messed up the time a little bit too. I did finish the run that day. It was sad, or it was after the pawn shop. I ran back from the pawn shop.
All right. Okay. The next thing I want to bring up is your epic car story.
Yeah.
Yeah. But before I do that, do you remember what I said to you after class? I told you, hey, I need some money. And I gave you a crazy story about that, right? And then you were like, all right, yeah, I got you. And then
One, he also said it very genuine, which I would like to, I don't know, just like appreciate that. He said it like he needed the money, and you didn't give a crazy story. You said something that you needed it, and I get it.
yeah. And then you said, yeah. And I'm like, and I got really upset with you. I got really upset because
Yeah.
I didn't want someone to take advantage of you.
But I don't understand, like, so in no circumstances must you ever give anyone $100 or something if they ask for it. Like, that doesn't.
My man.
makes sense.
My man, you went from one extreme to the other. I'm not saying any circumstance. I'm saying those, like a stranger off the street.
You're not a stranger.
Yeah,
you gave me a regular.
I drove up in a
circumstance.
Tesla.
Okay. Okay.
I drove up in a Tesla. You know
Yeah.
I consistently work on TV. I'm asking one of my students for $100. That's
Right.
family member. Hey, I'm really down on my luck. You know them. Yeah, give them. Friend, you know them. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right.
Stranger off the street? Absolutely not.
Well, like, do you also ever give money to homeless people on the street? And this is a poll for anyone watching.
It depends.
Just
on
wait
the
for them. Is anyone watching? Do you also give money to people in the street?
Are you waiting for
Yeah.
the people to respond to you, or no?
You know, or maybe I don't know. Comment.
Comment?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just give them a moment to think about that.
Yeah, I honestly do, but it depends on the situation and it varies.
Okay.
It varies. If somebody's asking me, "Hey, I'm hungry. Can you buy me something in this store?"
Right.
I don't mind doing that.
Right.
I don't have a problem with
But
that.
you won't give them cash money.
Very rarely do I do. It depends. It
Yeah.
depends it depends highly on the situation, and I go with my gut on a lot of things. Because, listen,
I go with my gut too. I went with my gut with these past two situations.
yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Your car. You
Yeah.
still have it?
The one that was stolen.
Yeah. Because you
Yeah.
found it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about this.
Start from the finding.
Yeah. No. Let's start
Start
from
from
how
the beginning?
the beginning on who you found in your car.
Okay. All right, here we go. Story. Crazy story. I came out of my apartment, and I was actually coming back. I was in an Uber. I was in an Uber because my car had just been sitting there for a bit, and I didn't have I wasn't paying for insurance because insurance was too expensive. I didn't want to be driving it around because I didn't have insurance. So I was just sitting there for a bit. So I was in an Uber coming back from an audition, was not too far away. I come back and I see that like the car has like black trash bags like covering all the windows, and I'm like, huh, I didn't do that. At first I thought it was towed, and then like someone else just parked there. But then I walked up to it and I was like, no, this is my car. And I like called my parents. I'm like, there's like black trash bags and stuff inside my car, and they're like, oh, go like. So I walk up to it. There's two homeless people like sleeping inside of the back of the whip. So I'm like, what should I do? My mom is like, call the police. My dad is a little bit sort of thinking like me, I think, or maybe I suggested this to him and he wasn't really paying attention. But I was like, what? I was like, I mean, I'm not really using it that much, right? I don't have the insurance on it. And it was also like raining a little bit at the time. So it was like, I don't want to kick someone out the place that they're sleeping in. I'm not even using it. And, it's raining. So I was like, I'm not using it. It doesn't hurt. I wasn't, it doesn't hurt to just, they were in there and it was fine. It was just sitting there. It's not like they stole it. So I didn't do anything for like a week. Oh, I did come up to, I confronted them with one of my friends. And I was like, hey, this is my car. Just want to let you know that you can stay here. I understand it's hard out here, but just don't mess up the car.
What'd they say?
He was like, how do I know this is your car? And he had this pipe, I guess to protect himself or something. He had a pipe.
Oh my God.
It wasn't like a crack, it was like a metal rod is better.
Okay.
So he was like, how do I even know this is your car, man? I'm just like, why would I lie about whatever, man? Just don't mess up the car. He was like, and then I left. And then a few days later, I'm about to go on a run. I take runs sometimes. I work out a bit. And I was on the run, and then I saw that walk past the car or run past the car, and my hood was open.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, why is the hood open? And he's standing out there, and then he's also like he's got that rod from earlier, and he's like wedged it in between the door, and he's like trying to like wedge the door open to like get back inside. I mean, it looks like he's trying to get back inside. So I'm like, did you lock yourself out? He was like, yeah, I locked myself out trying to get back in. And I was like, okay, stop that. I could get the key and unlock it. I didn't give him the key. You're thinking, hey, you're so stupid, you gave him the key? I didn't give him the key. But I was like, I can unlock the car because he looks like he's about to break the door. I'm like, the whole thing was don't mess up the car.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, I can just unlock it for you real quick, and so you can open. He's just sleeping in there. I go up. He's like, yeah, that would be great. Thank you. I go up and get the key. I come back down, about to lock it. I was like, hey. He was like, oh, I'm good. I already got in. He had already gotten in with whatever system he was using. Anyways, I see the hood of the car is still open, and I'm like, oh, what's going on here? And I look, and then there's like a hole in like where all the parts are supposed to be, and I was like, what's going on? He was like, oh, your battery died, your car battery died, and I'm like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a new one. So I was like, thank you, because I'm thinking he must have killed the battery from leaving the door open or something. Breaking in a car, you leave the door open, the lights or something stay on. So he was like, I'm getting a new one.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, okay. And I also noticed he was wearing like these like clean white Vans, and he's getting a new car battery. So I'm thinking maybe he doesn't have a lot of money, but he does have a little bit of money.
Oh.
So I'm thinking maybe, what if I sold him the car because he could use it better than like I'm using it at this time. You know what I'm saying? He probably doesn't care if he's riding around with no insurance, right? So I'm thinking maybe I'm like, yo, would you like to buy this? Let me like get your contact information or something. And he's like, yeah, man, would you take check or anything? And I say no. So
Woo! Oh, good job, man.
thank you. I said no because I was like, checks they can like fake checks or fake
Right.
checks can bounce.
But wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why would they fake a check?
Well, because they they could be a little sketchy, and I could see this
But why would someone fake a check?
to try to like get the car for free or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Continue.
So, I get his contact information, and then I continue. I go on my run, and then like a few days later, the car was gone.
Mm-hmm. And when that happened,
Yeah.
do you recall you told me about it, and I asked you, are you still paying insurance? And you said, no.
Right.
And I said, oh, you canceled your insurance.
Right.
And then you were like, no. I just stopped paying it.
Yeah.
And I go, you didn't call your insurance company to cancel it? And you were like, that's a hassle. And I'm like, bro, credit score. Now you have like stuff, like there's a repayment possibly of the missed months. There's like a lot of things that could go wrong possibly with that. And I told you to cancel it. Did you end up canceling it or no?
No.
Okay, cool. So
I want because it's a complicated process. I honestly don't think it's a problem. Like I haven't noticed any like problems with it. I don't have credit yet. I don't have like a credit card, or if that's how that works, I don't even know. But
I'm just saying, to get used to not canceling something is an issue.
Yeah. I did heed that advice.
Cool. So tell us, and just to kind of fast forward a little bit, how did you end up finding the car, which I think is incredible.
Okay. Almost an entire. Also, I did call the guy. I did have his contact information. I was like, "Hey, where's the car?" And he was like, I texted him, and he was like, "You don't have it?" And no, I didn't have it. I said, no, I don't have it. He was like, oh, they must have towed it or something. They didn't tow it. They don't tow right there. Anyways, it was this guy who had it. Almost a full year later, this was May of this year.
A year?
Let's get a camera on her.
A year?
Yeah. Yeah. Haven't seen the car at all. Like, not once. And also didn't report it. Long story. I was just like, it's gone.
Wait,
It's fine.
you didn't report that it was stolen?
I was called. Oh, this is what happened. I called the police multiple times, and LA needs to fix this. They don't answer. They do not answer. I swear they don't answer.
Okay.
And I tried to make make one online. No, you can't. You're at the time at least. You cannot make a stolen car report online. They have to make it. You get a call.
No, he's absolutely right, because when I tried to do something about stolen stuff from my car, they're like, you have to come in the office or call.
Come in the office so you can go and do it in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go in person?
No, I didn't know about that at the time. It's all good. It was gone. It's fine. I was like, it's gone.
I didn't do it either. That's too much time.
This guy gets me. So yeah, we agree on. We all would have made the same decisions, me and you. And so
Well, he's been called before a walking target by one of our friends. So yeah, have fun in your little Target friend group walking down Sunset Boulevard. You guys can get robbed together. Shit. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Hey, go just help a bunch of people.
hey, hustlers need money too. Okay, where was I? What was I talking about? Okay, where I found the car. How I found the car. Almost a year later, I am filming this an episode of the Upshaws on Netflix. With my mom has flown out to she wanted to be on set with me, and ironically, I'm playing a car thief. Just randomly.
Actually, tell us the rest right after the commercial break.
Okay.
We'll be right back. And we're back.
So yeah, I'm playing a car thief in this show. We're driving back from set in an Uber, me and my mom, and she's like, "Hey, have you like looked for your car at all recently?" She just like randomly brought it up. I don't know why. I mean, we haven't talked about it really that much since it was stolen, but she mentioned it. I was like, "Oh no, I haven't really looked for it at all." And as we turn the corner, we pass my car. And I'm like, no way. And then we keep driving. My house is like right down the street. It's in an Uber. It's in an Uber. My house is right down the street. I could walk right back there in a minute. So yeah, I'm like, I think that's my car. She's like, no way that I would just bring it up. You're playing a car thief, and I just said it, and then it was there. That's God. It's got to be, if that's the car. We get to the place. I walk back over. It's my car. It's my car after a year on the street it was stolen from, but like further down the street.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I went back upstairs and called the police because I wanted them to like help me get it. I don't know. Yeah, how am I gonna get this back? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I wanted them to help me just like retrieve it. There was no one in the car at the time, but there was a lot of stuff in it, and I could tell someone had like been living in there. Anyways, the police again didn't answer, being on hold for a long time. After like an hour and a half, after the full 90 minutes, then someone picked up saying like, "Hey, what's your emergency?" And I told them about the whole situation. They're like, "Did you report it stolen?" I'm just like, "No." And then she looks at it. She's like, "Well, it was reported stolen a few years ago." I think the car that I had bought from a pretty sketch person already, it was stolen already. And I just found this out at this moment. So now I feel like, oh, shoot, I might be in trouble a little bit because they might think I'm the person who stole the car because I'm calling about it. So
You bought a stolen car.
so
Oh my God, Trent.
I did get it for a phenomenal price, if I do say so myself, though. Bargaining.
Did he throw in some AirPods?
No.
And his family's gold heirlooms?
Not this guy. So yeah, I kind of just like, so I tell them they're like where I am and they're just gonna come. They never show up, the police. They said they're gonna come up and help you. They never came. Random. But so yeah, the next day I go back. I'm just gonna get it myself. I still have the key. I'm gonna go in, put the key in the car, and drive away. I go back over to the spot where it was, not there anymore, which makes sense because why would it be in the same spot like the next day, I guess? And I hadn't seen it for a whole year, so I was like, dang, it's gone. So now I'm looking every day though, because I'm like, it must be in the area. This guy must stay in this area. And I'm standing on the roof of my apartment building, just like listening to music, rehearsing some lines, and I'm looking around and I see my car on a street far away. It's so tiny. And I'm like, I think that might be my car. Again, and I use my phone zoom to see if it's my car because my phone zoom could see it better than my own eyes could. And I could see like there's like one of the left mirrors is broken, and I could see it from the picture that it was the car. Down the street, far away. What are the chances? And you could only see it. You can't just see it on the roof. You can only see it if I was specifically standing on a table on the roof of my apartment building.
Pause.
Yeah.
You were standing just randomly on a table on the roof of your apartment?
Yeah, that's where I like to, just like,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the tables are very standable. They're like a lot of surface area. You could see it's cool. It's cool.
Is that a little rude though to stand on a table that people are probably putting food on and stuff, or no?
No. They don't put food on the tables. They put like food on the plates, and then the tables are under that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So I go and I'm like, I gotta get the car. I call everybody I know. Hey, we gotta get this car back right now. It's go time before it moves.
Okay.
Hopefully there's no one in there. I walk there by myself first just to see if there's anyone in there. There's no one in there. It's ready to go.
Wow.
So I wait for my friend to pull up with me. He's all right, I'm just gonna help you. He didn't help. He just kind of stood there. It was kind of stayed very distant. But I got in real quick. I unlocked the car, got in and drove off with my car.
Man, God is on your side. That's all I gotta say. Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
So,
And you would think that's the end of the story. But it's not. So I park it in my friend's parking garage because he has a parking garage. I didn't want to park it on the street again. That's where I was parking it. So I parked in my friend's parking garage because it's safer there. So yeah, it's there. I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, cool. I got to get this car cleaned, and then we're back in business. As long as it's like cleaned and I can drive it, it's great. So I'm calling car washes. Yo, could you detail this place? Could you detail this car? And they're like, yeah, easy, let's do it. And I'm like, all right, great. I set up an appointment. I get the key. I try to get back in the car, and there's like a bug on like the window. It's like a little, I can't really tell what it is. And then like I sit down, and then I'm just like, okay, whatever. There's one like on the seat too. And I'm like, oh, I don't think I can. I don't know if I want to drive this car because I'm worried if I continue to look around, there might be more bugs here. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get someone to come to the place, come to this location and clean the car rather than me driving it to a place because I don't want to drive this. So I'm going to get someone to come here and clean it. You know what I'm saying? What's your reaction here? What is this?
You do
What were
the
you thinking?
opposite of everything I would have done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I would
I'm
love to know what you would have done.
I would have not taken that chance, dealt with the bugs, and at least driven it back to my garage, which wasn't that far away.
No. These were bugs. I thought about it.
There's mobile detailing.
Yeah, there's mobile detailing. That's what I
that's
call
not the issue here, people. The issue is that it's already been gone in such a short amount of time. I don't know if the guy's going to be coming any second. I don't know when that guy's going to come back.
Wait, I thought it was already at the garage
Yeah.
when you're seeing all this.
No,
right?
yeah. It's already in the garage.
Sorry, Wesam doesn't listen to stories very well.
He already took the car back. It's at his friend's garage.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's
I
at my
missed that
friend's
part
parking
for some
garage,
reason.
'cause
at
it's
your
safer in
friend's
there.
parking garage. Okay. Absolutely fucking rude, by the way. Okay? Absolutely fucking rude.
You gotta
We
fire
have new
back.
listeners to the show, and they're probably like, wow. Exactly.
Let him think that.
Shout out Chris
Anyway.
D'Elia. Okay. So yeah, car is in the garage, safe. But it has that whole bug situation. So I didn't want to drive it to the car detailing place. I was just like, we'll get a mobile detailer. I called the guy. He was like, okay, cool, like $60 or something. I was like, okay, great. He comes, and as he's like pulling up with all his equipment and stuff, he has like a car full of equipment. I'm just like, hey, I just want to let you know, there was a homeless person living in here for like a year. So anything you see in there, one is not mine, and two, you can just throw it away. I don't need any of the stuff in there, but there is like stuff in there. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. And he like walks up to the car, he opens the door, and immediately he's like, "Ooh, you have a roach infestation, dog." And I'm like, dang, those are what those bugs were. So he's like, yeah, man, this is crazy. And then he like opens like the back seat. He's like, oh no, a lot of very he's like, this is crazy. Yeah, this is gonna be at least $200, dog. I'm just like, all right, I'll take the L, because it'll be worth it when this car's clean. I'll have a car now. Uber's expensive. I leave. I have to go do something. I get a call like an hour later. He's like, yo, man, this is crazy. I hear like a there's like a power washer like sound in the background. Oh my goodness. He's a Mexican dude. I'm not doing an impression of his accent. That's just, I can do a Mexican accent basically is what
Can we just hear? It's
hiring.
fine. You're going to be fine. Just do it.
Oh my goodness.
That's good.
Thank you. And I'm an actor. So he was like, oh, he was doing all that stuff, and he was like, I need at least $50 more, man. I'm like, dude, I do not have $50 more to give you. And he's like, well, I can do the inside, but I'm not gonna do the outside, man. I'm just like, okay. I mean, I just need this. He's like, there's like crack pipes in here, man. There's like a lot of stuff. He said, I hope this dude didn't have AIDS, is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, me too. And he said, okay, man, I'll do what I can with the 200. I said, okay. I come back. Car looks clean. I don't see any roaches. I hadn't got the car cleaned at all since I had bought it, like ever. Mm-hmm. So the seats are like two different grays. How much time we got?
Actually, our full hour on Adobe Radio has come to an end.
Okay.
However, they can continue to listen to this episode tomorrow morning on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and they can watch it all on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in live on Adobe Radio. If people want to follow you on Instagram, listen to your podcast, listen to your music,
Yes.
Come see your stand-up.
Yes.
What's your Instagram?
Go to my Instagram at Trent with 3 T's at the end. So it's TRENTTT. You'll find all my latest stuff there.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Thanks for tuning in live. The show continues on.
Okay. We haven't even got to the end. There's like videos and we'll get to the stuff. Okay.
How are we on the soundboard, first of all?
I'll let you know when it gets real bad.
Okay,
We'll
great.
pick up the
Louis,
pace.
yeah. all right.
Okay. Cool. Car's clean. The seats are just like wet. He power washed everything. I think he had some bug spray and stuff. He did his job. He did his job, and was happy about that. The next couple of days go by, and I go back to check on the car in the parking garage, and I notice like a little bug like on the window, and I'm like, dang, it's another roach. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just one that he missed. And then I open like the door to the car, and I see like all of these seats are now covered in mold because of, I guess, the power wash situation. He maybe didn't dry it that well. Mm-hmm. And there's also more bugs. So that's kind of the state of the car currently. Because I was like, what am I going to do? What am I doing now?
Right.
It's over.
Yeah. Okay.
So the car's just sitting there, honestly. I literally don't know what to do with it. I've tried to sell it to like just places that'll buy cars for parts or whatever.
Yeah.
They literally were like, yeah, sure. Then they pulled up and they saw it, was like, nah.
Seriously?
Like, never mind.
It's that bad. Do you have any pictures?
Yeah.
Can we see them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, while you're pulling
get
it.
them afterwards.
Yeah. Let's get them afterwards.
We can get them after.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow. Ooh. Yikes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
So then.
Oh, no. How? Trent. Do we have to do a part 2? Hold on. Should we just do a part 2 with Trent next? No. Hold on.
Really short.
Pause. Should we just do a part 2 with Trent next week?
Yes, absolutely.
Honestly, are you free next Saturday?
Yeah.
All right, we'll
I
do
would
a
love
part
to.
2. Yeah, we're doing a part 2 with Trent next week because, dude, I haven't even asked you anything yet.
But we have your videos to watch.
Can we do that?
Okay, videos. We'll end on the video.
That's a good positive thing. It has nothing to do with the car situation. So.
Oh my god, dude! I'm like
the car situation is not much longer, but.
The blue shirt one's first, right?
Yeah, I think one should say what are
Okay,
they?
there it is. Yeah, they were short. Yeah, there we go.
Oh wait, I need to plug it in. I don't have the cord for it.
Oh.
Okay.
Do videos next week.
Wait, should we just do the videos next week?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wait,
How long would that take?
Let me see how fast I can find this thing because the soundboard's getting to borrowed time.
Yeah, we.
I want to hear this video though. I think.
All right.
I can fill this space in. So I can. What this is I make like sometimes prediction videos.
What?
Of prediction videos
Okay.
where you could. Did you not hear me say that? Were you confused? I should explain that more a little bit.
Like prediction videos. I've never heard of this term before.
Okay, a video where I make a prediction about something that will happen in the future, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Fuck.
yeah, and I think that's enough explaining
Yeah.
for this. Let me talk
Okay.
about it out there.
So you make prediction videos. Is this an ongoing thing you do?
Just sometimes, like, I'll make a video. It's almost like something that would be like, oh, I'm gonna put this in my documentary in the future. You know what I'm saying?
You plan on having a documentary in the future?
Yeah.
Okay. What's it called? The Trent Mason story: how he died helping people.
Now, honestly, that's really good, and I want to talk to you after this about like how we can get the rights to that. If we're splitting that name, because that's really good, we can take.
You can
that.
take it. It's fine. I don't need it.
Okay, it's on camera. You saying that?
Yeah. It's all good, man.
So yeah, this is one of those prediction videos. I have a few that I've done. I'll just be like, I think this will happen. So
All right.
yeah,
Here we go.
I think this is really cool.
Okay. I'm really looking forward to seeing this. Here we go. Trent's prediction video. I'm angry.
I'm gonna do Wesam's podcast. I'm not. This is what day is it? January, like 6th, 2024. Have no insights on doing his podcast, but I just feel like at some point in my life I'm gonna do Wesam's podcast. I just watched the episode with him and Anthony Mark Barrow from IDSA. And yeah, I just feel like I'm going to do the podcast. So I was like, let me make a prediction. So God willing, I will do Wesam's podcast, Wesam World, one day in the future. And we'll play this video on the podcast.
Whoa!
Wait, that's so fucking cool.
That is great.
That's really cool. You did say Wesam World instead of Wesam's World, which annoyed me, but that's fine.
Oh,
That's
okay.
That's pretty amazing.
Okay, yeah.
That's now for real. You did do that
I
January 6th?
swear to God. Yes.
Okay, you don't have to swear to God. It's fine. It's fine.
Yes, actually, yeah, I swear that is a real video that I made, and I'm so happy to be here, and this is insane.
Well, this is part 1 because part 2 is next week, and look at that. You're not only on the show, but you're on the show back-to-back weekends, which is very rare.
Look at
We have a second
God.
video though.
Oh, there's a second video.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so the second, before you play that, so I just make, this is another prediction as well that I make, and just like
Okay.
a lot of them come true.
Okay. Are you?
All right, you get home safe, Beyonce. All right. Hey, Zendaya, or as I call you, Z-Dog. I know we've been on FaceTime for the last 2 hours, but I gotta go. I'm about to make a prediction video. All right, have a good one. Oh, shoot, is it already recording? Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. Well, I just wanted to make a quick prediction video. Wesam's gonna give me $200 out of the kindness of his heart, out of the kindness of his own little heart and his little wallet. So, prediction.
Do you need the money?
So they all, so a lot of them come true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumb. No. I'll tell you what.
Well, no, I'm saying
Give me
like they
that
come
chain.
true. You saw the last one.
Give me that
come
chain,
true.
and I'll give you $200.
Well, you said out of the kindness out of your heart, not really because of.
Give me
trade.
that chain you're wearing around your neck, and I'll Venmo you $200.
Well, I'm kind of wearing this chain because I wanted to do more public appearances where I kind of come off as my like casting type. So I can't really take it off, or I can maybe after the podcast I can take it off. But I want to do public appearances where people see me as
what?
As my type.
What is your type?
You know, the kind of misfit outcast.
Oh, I don't get this bit. You know what? Forget about next Saturday.
I'm just saying, like, the kind of misfit, kind of like outcast guy who like doesn't really care.
All right. Next Saturday, we're gonna continue the car story, finish it up.
Okay.
And then you also had questions for me apparently, which we didn't even get to.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, and then there's also other stuff that I wanted to ask you. Wow, what a life you live.
Wow.
Thanks for coming on the show.
What the heck?
And again, at Trent with 2 T's at the end. Follow him for his stand-up shows, his podcast, and any latest acting gigs as well.
Yeah.
And okay, Peyton, play us out.
Let's go.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Really appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you've enjoyed the show. We've got plenty of new episodes, a new one every week, basically. Hit the like button, comment below if you've ever had your car stolen and then found it again and then realized you bought a stolen car. All right, guys. Always remember, listen, think, and then talk. Bye.